excel is to reach your highest dream, but you must also help others where and when possible to reach theirs. Personal gain is empty if you do not feel positively touched by another life. Barbara Walters. Welcome to the series finale of Tea with Tommy B. I am Tommy Byers. Barbara Walters broke down barriers and set a legacy for female journalists. She appeared on the Today Show, ABC Evening News, and 2020, and The View. Unfortunately, Barbara passed on December 30th, 2022. On today's episode, we are joined by local media trailblazer who tells us about what inspired them to pursue broadcasting and how news stories can impact a nation, followed by a local first responder who is following a childhood dream to be a musician. We have all dreamed of being on a streaming television platform. Later in the show, we will sit down with a Lamar University student whose dream became a reality when she was selected to appear on the college tour on Amazon Prime. Plus, we cannot forget about Cheap Meals with Taylor Justice. All this and more on Tea with Tommy B.
Thanks, Tommy. Welcome to another segment of Cheap Meals. I am so excited about today's meal, and it's an American staple, household staple, but without the grill. Today we're going to be making garlic butter steak bites with a loaded baked potato, only using an air fryer. And I'm so excited. It's so easy and so quick, and it's college budget friendly.
Steak and potatoes?
Yes.
That sounds amazing. And you can do it all in an air fryer?
All in an air fryer. It only takes around 30-ish, 40 minutes, and it's super easy to make.
That's not bad. So how do we prepare these potatoes?
So first of all, like any baked potato, you always want to poke holes in them to allow ventilation for them to cook all the way through. And as you can see, it's giving me a little trouble.
Right, so those must be some fresh potatoes.
They're very fresh. I just got them yesterday.
Okay.
And then we're going to drizzle these in a little bit of olive oil just to be able to stick the seasonings on there.
Okay.
There it goes. Okay, it's taking me a little bit. And then for the seasonings to go on these potatoes after you get them smothered in oil, we have pepper, garlic powder, and salt to stick with the name of the garlic butter. So let's go ahead. Ew.
It's all gross.
Let's go ahead and get these seasoned.
All right.
Would you like?
Welcome back to Tea with Tommy B. Our next guest is a trailblazer who has been a household name in Southeast Texas for about 25 years. Please welcome Angel San Juan. Angel, thank you for joining us.
Tommy, thanks for having me. This is exciting. Love LUTV and love Lamar.
Well, we appreciate all of your work and dedication to helping the students here at LUTV. When you first joined us here in Southeast Texas in the Beaumont market, a tragedy struck Jasper. How did the James Byrd tragedy of 25 years ago impact your career?
What's amazing, you know, I had started in Lufkin and at KTRE up there. So when you're Jasper's right smack dab in the middle of both markets, you know, of Lufkin and the Beaumont market. And so I had just started in March here in the Beaumont area. I started reporting, and I had previously been, in fact, one of the last stories actually I did when I was KTRE was that at the time, Governor George W. Bush had visited Jasper. So I had gone to cover that. And then a few weeks later, I'm in Beaumont. And so I started in Beaumont in March. And in June, so the murder of James Byrd happened on a Sunday night. And Monday morning I got there. And my news director, or my executive producer at the time, Scott Lawrence, said, "Hey, Angel, we want you to go up to Lufkin, to Jasper. There's been a murder." And he sent me because he knew I was familiar with East Texas. And he's like, "You know the folks." And I knew the sheriff at the time, which was Sheriff Billy Rolls. So I said, okay. So we went up there. But the reason we went is because there had actually been a murder before, and then a week before, and then there was the murder of James Byrd Jr. So we went there with the angle of, wow, here in Jasper, a small community that's, you know, relatively peaceful, not a crime-ridden area, they had 2 murders in 1 week.
Welcome back to Tea with Tommy B. So right now I'm currently cubing up a steak. My favorite choice of steak is a sirloin, which is what this is, because I'm a person who doesn't like a lot of fat on my steak.
Right.
And, you know, for a college student with a budget, this is a cheaper alternative to ribeyes and other cuts.
Okay. Well, Taylor, what kind of steak? So you like sirloin steak, but how do you like your steak cooked?
Personally, I like my steak cooked medium rare.
See, that's how I like my steak also.
Yeah.
But my brother, he's weird. He likes it to where it looks like it's still moving, and I just find that really weird.
Still mooing.
Yeah,
Wow.
like there's, looks like it just came off the pasture and you slapped it on both sides and put it on a plate, and I just find that
Well, after we get this cubed up, we're gonna go ahead and add this steak to this bowl right here.
nasty. Okay.
And I'm about to have a little bit of olive oil in my hand, so I am gonna ask you to put the spices on for me.
Okay,
So
no
can you go
problem.
ahead and pour some olive oil on that steak, please? Just a little drizzle. So just like the potato, this is also gonna help with those seasonings to stick to the meat. That's enough. So let me go ahead and toss this real quick, and then could you go ahead and start adding these seasonings?
Sure.
And these are also gonna be the same seasonings that we used on the outside of the baked potato.
Mark Chestnut, Tracy Bird, Clay Walker, George Jones are just a few of the names that have made the Golden Triangle home and kept it golden. And potentially our next guest, Andrew McCabe. He is a local first responder and local musician. Welcome to the show.
What's up, man?
How have you been doing?
Working.
So when did your music career first kick off?
First kicked off when I was 14. It's kind of ironic. I used to play metal music, heavy hard rock music, and I looked totally different then, totally different genre back then. But then I discovered you make more music, playing in these bars and honky tonks, and so I'm kind of matured a little bit. I've been playing music almost my whole life. I knew somewhere in my life I was gonna be playing music. So
Right, and that was the same transition process for our next guest. Not only did she transition from high school into a local celebrity here at Lamar University, she has appeared in a Super Bowl commercial, and she is now appearing on the college tour on Amazon Prime. Who is Alexis Miller?
I'm a growing young woman. I would say that. I'm a growing young woman, and I'm about to graduate here in a month, but in no way, shape, form, or fashion do I think I'm ever done learning.
Welcome back to Tea with Tommy B. Lamar University has a plethora of students, and some of those students are not traditional. Our next guest fits that mold. Before attending Lamar University, he was a veteran in the United States Army, and he is now known for his radio show on 91.3 KVLU radio with Still Willie. Welcome, Mr. Willie Carrierre. How's it going today?
Thank you, Tommy. Glad to be here. I'm doing fine, Tommy.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
hear a ding. There it went.
There's our ding.
Perfect. So let's go ahead and move our potatoes to the side.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
So all I had to do was put these in the air fryer for 7 minutes on 400 degrees, similar as the potatoes, and they look pretty amazing.
That's not too long at all.
Oh my goodness. These are pretty hot though, so we have to be careful.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, and we have some left over.
But before we go, I would like to say thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate everything that you've ever done for me.
Don't cry.
I'm sorry. And so, as my time at LUTV comes to an end, I greatly appreciate Taylor for being my co-host. I thank Gordon Williams, and then my amazing production team, because I honestly would just be a face in front of a screen, and I wouldn't even be able to be on this camera without the people behind it. You know, Taylor, we took a conversation that was a joke and we turned it into an award-winning television show, and I greatly appreciate you. So with that said, that's all the tea I have for you on Tea with Tommy B.